the greedy Roman banker. Following the compass gifted to them in Egypt, Akbar and Birbal arrived in the bustling city of Rome. The streets were filled with merchants, philosophers, and towering statues. Word of their arrival spread quickly, and soon they were invited to meet one of the city's wealthiest bankers. The banker was a tall, stern man with an air of authority. He welcomed Akbar and Birbal into his lavish home but quickly revealed his problem. "Honored guests," the banker said dramatically, "a terrible crime has occurred. My vault has been robbed of gold coins. I suspect my servant, but I have no proof. Perhaps your famed advisor Birbal can uncover the truth?" Birbal studied the banker carefully. "Let me see the vault and meet the servant," he said calmly. The banker led them to a grand underground vault with heavy iron doors. The servant, a timid young man, stood nervously nearby. Birbal observed the room and the two men, but said nothing. That evening, Birbal requested the banker and the servant stay in separate rooms. He then instructed the servant to remove his outer clothes for the night and did the same with the banker. Birbal pretended to inspect the garments for clues, but secretly, he placed a small amount of gold dust on each set of clothing. The next morning, Birbal called everyone back together. He first inspected the servant, whose clothes were spotless. Then he turned to the banker. To everyone's shock, the banker's clothes had faint traces of gold dust on the sleeves. "The thief is none other than you, the banker," Birbal declared. The crowd gasped, and Akbar looked at the banker sternly. "Why would you accuse your innocent servant?" he asked. The banker's face turned pale. He fell to his knees, trembling. I did it out of greed," he admitted. "I wanted more gold, so I claimed the vault was robbed to cover my theft. Forgive me." Birbal explained. "The gold dust clung to your clothes because you handled the coins yourself, while the servant had not." The Roman officials arrested the banker for his crime, and the servant was set free. Akbar turned to Birbal with a smile. "Once again, your wisdom has exposed the truth." As a gesture of gratitude, the city of Rome presented Akbar and Birbal with fine gifts. Among the crowd, a wise traveler approached and said, "If you seek more challenges of the mind, travel to Spain. The king there is known for testing the wisdom of all who visit his court." Akbar nodded, intrigued. Spain it is. As they departed Rome, Akbar and Birbal looked forward to meeting the Spanish king, curious about the trials that awaited them. Moral: greed leads to downfall. Guided by tales of the Spanish king's wisdom, Akbar and Birbal set off for Spain, ready for their next adventure.